Good evening, guys. What's that thing? Oh, it's gone. I don't know what it was.
Hello.
Hello.
They're immune to something.
Move them out of the cloud.
It should be out of it.
They weren't. They had the buff from the cloud.
Last one.
It increased their damage by 50%, so...
It ate the warrior.
I guess I was just a worthy sacrifice before they died.
There's sparklies.
Don't think you'll pull him.
Oh no!
You're stunned now for the RP anyway.
Food! You dick!
No food for you. I like how you're standing there, like with one fist in the air.
I think the script's bugged.
Yeah.
He's not really saying anything, is he?
No, but here comes the dude.
Oh, we all know
Wait.
how this goes. I'm going to kill you all. Weaklings.
It's
Something,
sport.
something.
Something.
Kill us. Something, kill everybody.
I am the
Something,
good guy.
dominate the world.
He's just teaching his kids a lesson. Although they're not here for some reason.
Alright.
Okay. Well, besides the tactics from last time, I think we'll just start. We just start on a side, like you can start on star, you can start on whatever. Essentially, just get into the segments and then move between segments in the first phase until it hits, I think, it was 65%. I would just say we only do hero on phase 3.
Okay.
Because that's the dodgiest moment. First phase is fine. Only given the timer, how the timer works. So he does a tank smash, and then the smash can yeet the tank through the wall and do the raid-wide damage. I would just, given the way the fight works, I would just let the tanks break the walls. So tank smash in phase 1, you just get blasted through a wall, and then after that he does the AoE on the floor, the patch. So just keep in a segment, get smashed, tank swap on the smash, and make sure that he
Hopefully
stays
he
in
won't
one
kill me
segment,
this time.
pollutes the segment with fire, and then we move to the next segment. In phase 2, same principle. If you get the purple arrow on your head, which would yeet you through a wall, don't get through the breakable walls, but try to to hit the outer walls, and try to have your pathing not go through the raid, because you'll stun everybody for a couple of seconds. Just the tank smash there. So Art doesn't know that one yet, but so you get a double hit. One is a hit that separates your soul from your body. Then you can move to the next section, and then he smashes your body to your soul. So in the phase 2, essentially how the fight works, the room gets separated and gets split up in various pieces with walls, and you can get smashed through them. But each time you smash them, you do a massive raid-wide AoE and a dot. So we want to prevent that as much as possible. So essentially, tanks get blasted through, DPS or healers with a purple arrow over your head. Just aim yourself towards the outwards walls, because they don't break, the room walls. And then in phase 1, it's just smash through and do all the things. Second phase, you'll get 3 ads. They need to die before you can transition the boss to phase 3 and get him to 35%. Essentially, stack the boss on an ad, nuke the ad together with the boss, and then move. And then the tank smash will happen, the new version, which is basically split your body from your soul, and you move as a soul toward the next ad, then get smashed to the wall to the ad, and then the tank swap happens, and then basically stack again, nuke the ad, etc., etc., etc. I think on normal we'll have around 3 to 4 boss AoEs, which happen at 100% energy. We'll have to heal through those. Gonna be a bit dodgy. Last phase, just position the boss next to some walls because he breaks them to create puddles on the floor. If you stand in those puddles, you do 99% less damage and you take 99% less damage. So essentially, when the boss does a big blast, you stack in those. Those puddles will spawn little ads, so essentially nuke little ads, keep the puddles clear, and when he does his big boom, stand in a puddle to basically absorb the puddle. And we hero on phase 3. That's the, let's say, that's the burner phase. And that's the quick rundown of everything again for everybody. And we can try it.
Okay.
Can we... Do we have an evoker buff? No, we don't have
Nope.
one. Can we get the buff, Raula? No. Well, I'll kick you out of the raid then. How's that sound?
That came
Instant
fast.
buff.
That changes mind quickly. Jesus.
Oh god, my countdown is gone again.
3,
2,
2,
1, go! Just make sure you're in the segment, everyone, because you won't be able to hit the boss if you're out. Purple arrows do the outer walls of the room. So not that, what you just did, and get
Sorry.
also to the middle of the wall. It's fine, we only had one debuff, so it's good. That was a tank smash. That needed to go to an outer wall. We're gonna get trapped now. Just get to the
Yeah.
center. To the center, to the center. We got one hole, which was unfortunate, but fine. Right. So, next time, tanks. So when tank get a purple arrow or the big bust, aim for the wall. Now, everybody else, just try to break as little wall as possible. Okay. That's one trying to wall. Try to get them back to the center so that we can. No, okay, just back to the center now. We'll just use the center as a rotation point, I guess. That's all the stack.
That was the wrong way to go.
Okay. Yeah.
The transition.
Yeah. Yeah. We can wipe it, but yeah. Yeah, just wipe it. I'll have a soul stone. I'll have a soul stone, so I can get it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all new. So, Art, on the tank smash, you just get smashed through a wall, and then we can just have one person making the holes, basically the tanks. Then everybody else can just dump their stacks against the wall. There we go.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the res.
Because the stacks get pretty overwhelming. Because each time you can do them and doesn't get cleared, we just get more and more stacks. And it's easier to control like that if we stay to the outer edges of the room.
Yeah, so if we smash through the wall this way on purple, towards where he's standing.
Can I just have a quick relook?
Alright.
think she needs to do her
I mean,
nails
then
again.
just follow the wall.
The ability. Let me check.
Can you get one shot now?
And again, Jesus.
What?
It's that one that makes you smash through the wall in phase 1 as a
Mhm.
tank. In phase 2, it's that one which splits your body from your soul and then you just run towards the next ad. And in phase 3, it's back Calamitous Strike.
Calamity streak.
Lumi went offline.
Yeah,
she
for a
just
sec.
was doing
Yeah, I
a
She
said I
was
needed
gonna
a
go.
relog.
Ah,
She's breaking things again.
Are we sure she's not stealing ours?
Like I said, I'm guessing her nail polish didn't work out too well. She needs to have some extra minutes there.
Yeah, sorry guys. Needs to dry off.
I'm just imagining a keyboard like smattered with nail polish mistakes.
Hmm.
we will have to ask Jado about it.
My keyboard is fine.
It's full of sticky keys.
Ew. Well, the good kind at least.
Anyway,
Alright.
okay. Attack power buff, evoker buff. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your usefulness has ended.
Oh shit, I didn't see that was on me. Okay, that's a strike for tank to the wall. There we go. We don't... and then you tank swap immediately, Art, because otherwise he follows. And then we this scenario. We want to keep the stuff on the floor here. Okay, that's through the little wall. And then tank swap. Yep, there we go. And then we keep here until he does a step on the floor.
Beware.
There we go, next room.
Your trivial existence is over.
The wall with those. That's to the wall. Tank swap.
Beware.
He'll transition soon, but yeah.
No, okay.
We'll start in this zone, and then we'll get the ad in this zone.
Beware. If death is what you seek, I shall grant it.
There we go. New walls. Keep them in this segment. Move in this segment, people. Kill the ad here. Focus the ad, not the boss, because the boss is gonna do the major AoEs. And then smash to the wall, like that.
Beware.
Have to kill the ad.
Well, we lost.
Yeah. And he's gonna rebuild walls at some point, I guess. Yeah, we're
Do we have
too.
it?
Yeah, we should go to the next ad now. So that's how the second phase works. Get to the next stat, kill the next stat.
Yeah, I didn't get your wall.
Beware.
Yeah, you'll have the next tank smash kill you most likely. But yeah, this is just to get people into the thing a bit, to the fight a bit. Remember, ooh, yeah, that's something I was gonna mention.
What was that?
Beware.
Yeah, did you? I think you. No, you weren't. I was wondering if you were hostile or not there.
No, I was running through the thing.
It wasn't hostile. I think it came out like purple.
Well, is it wall symmetry
That's fine. Should kill the ant though. Just face your butt to the main wall.
Beware.
Just don't move. Just don't move. I mean, I'm just trying to see how well the we're doing the. Oh shit. Ah shit. Phew. Okay, so this is phase 3. Technically, we should just keep him here and do the hero. Keep on the outside skirt and do the hero. We can just see the faces a bit for every.
Okay.
The hungering abyss opens.
So those are the puddles. Stack the ads. Yeah, and don't break walls with your thing.
Why am I there?
Don't
Oh,
have to.
fuck. I did anyway.
Okay, get in the thing, get in the circle. It's the mechanic. So you can share circles, by the way, but the more circles you stand in, the more discipline. So, and the less ads we get later on. Okay, well, we're out of tanks. We do have a combat rest. Misty if you die, or Mess if you die. Give you combat rest quick. There you go. And then we wipe. Misty got a combat rest from me.
Nice.
Was an impressive day.
So now you've seen the whole fight.
Just
Thank
a quick
you.
question. When you have the purple arrow above your head, you face the main walls or the little walls?
You face the outer walls. If
Okay.
so, as a non-tank, you face the outer walls. It's to prevent breaking the walls, because each time you break a wall, you get a shatter dot on you. And so the more people that get through to the breakable walls, the more shatter dots we get, and the harder it becomes to heal, because it starts to stack up pretty high.
Yeah,
Okay.
those dots are nasty.
It only comes into play when, well, technically, when you think a tank will miss a wall break, but since the wall break done by the tanks is the last one, we should assume that the tanks can do the wall break, and then we get through it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, missing all the buffs: intellect, attack power, and evoker. Attack power and intellect, please.
Yeah, I was getting my food buff.
5, 4,
Well,
3,
guess we're going without int.
2,
There we
there
go.
we go.
1.
Your usefulness has ended. Beware. A fruitless attempt. Beware.
Right. Should be alright.
Beware.
Okay.
Beware. If death is what you seek, I shall grant it.
Just transitioning. Get on the right side of the wall. I had an ad spawn here normally. There we go.
No, there is.
Stack the boss on the ad. Kill the ad. It's a priority target, and the tank just make sure you run through to the next wall. There we go.
Beware.
Next ad. Because the ad.
But I didn't get to it.
Okay, somebody else with a purple arrow.
Beware.
Anybody else with a purple arrow? If the tanks don't break the ball. That's broken. Defensives.
Biggest.
I have a trank in 5.
problem.
Don't get that circle on me. Get Siggy!
What?
You blew me up.
Okay. Trying to stay alive. Jesus.
I was tranking to keep people alive, and you were standing still with a circle on me.
Sorry. Wasn't meant to be. I was tunnel visioning as it's good DPS.
I got soul stone, so yeah. I think we can wipe this, but yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going to see everything is just stuck.
Hungering abyss opens.
I guess you're trying to go for it.
I have no clue what's going
No,
on.
there's something to die from.
Stand
Now
the
there-
Now,
Cool
now
thing.
there is something to die from. If you just stand.
No,
with
if
the
you
pulse.
stand in the circle, you don't. You
There you go.
No, that was an impressive dish.
Then she went, "Thank you."
Now we're getting there. Just getting cleanly to that phase. The fact that the wall break didn't work there, that kind of killed us, because then we had two
Yeah, the
people
boss
breaking
was
the wall.
too far away, so probably worth moving.
Yeah,
him
you want
a
to
little
tank
bit
him a bit
closer.
closer to the edge, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have time to run over there.
Okay.
I was right at the wall, and it was like, no, no, no!
Okay.
No running wall for you.
And you get the combat risk it, or you.
Kid or
I
DC.
don't know what's
Thanks
going
for the
on. No idea. I
resub.
had to close the game, and now it's not coming back up. So yay,
You barked it.
completely.
Bark, bark,
You guys
bark.
can kick me if you want. My internet's been funny all day.
Weird. Did I eat? I did eat. I ate no noms. Shall we wait?
Greetings, champion.
Hey, Morello. How you doing? Oh my god, I remember to put all the things back on. Oh my god. Are we pulling without her or are we waiting?
It's loading.
If it's loading, you can wait,
Okay,
I guess.
wait.
Can do it, Kitter. Go.
There you go, she's
You've been
online
drinking?
apparently, and there is a huge stick up young father's ass.
Someone
Oh.
impaled him.
Some people would pay good money for that, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm back.
Not me.
Anyways.
Put a sheet over Kidder and then turned it on fire. That seems just mean.
Nice. That's nice.
You can get your food buff. I think. Oh no, it's not up. It's not up anymore.
It's alright. Strong without food buff.
It was no numbers. Okay.
I'm gonna check. Okay, so it's only just refresh the attack power, intellect, and everything else for Kitter.
Oh, but that barbecue though, dude.
And you refresh the buff, Ralma, please. Thank you.
Oh, I want a barbecue.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your usefulness has ended.
I want all the barbecues. Ah, fucking silence.
Tank buster incoming.
Ah, I only went through a little bit. That worked.
Good loom.
Okay.
Assuming I can reach it. On the wall is line of sighting.
Well, this is dumb.
Yeah. Tank buster.
Beware.
Ah, run, little shoe, run! Let's see.
Beware. If death is what you seek, I shall grant it.
Okay, next phase.
Well, he should be here, shouldn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, there he is.
Your remains will scatter across the endless dark.
I'm over.
Beware.
Okay, next pack.
I was through two, though I didn't want to do that, but whatever.
Your remains will scatter across the endless dark. Beware.
Radar dairy. Defensive.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, last
Yes.
one.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't ruin a wall.
Maybe not. Yeah, just go for the outer wall. Okay, hero.
Ah, fuck.
You will get freed, so it's good.
If he's close to walls, he'll break him anyway, so...
Beware.
Destruction. Get in the circle.
Should we break the walls here or just not?
No. It's just if you can keep him next to, just like a bit closer to the center of the room, I guess.
Okay.
Beware.
Even destruction, get a puddle.
Magic working.
Beware.
Things shelter.
Come on, guys.
No, just kill. I hope. Don't try not to break walls at the moment. Just try to survive. The last phase, where everybody suddenly started dropping like flies, is also because there were people that just went through additional walls. Find a safe spot. And then, well, with a bit of luck, you can kill him off. Because you're nearly there. There you go.
GG! Good
Nice.
job!
And no sword. That's his bull.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow!
that's good. Shoulder pads.
I'll use a soul stone to get back here just to be on the safe side, then I'll do a master's.
I'll roll for that.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I
GG.
mean, that's not bad the first week. It's pretty fucking good. Is it down here?
Guess so.
Yeah, next fight is gonna be overly complex.
Ooh.
Oh, fun.
Oh, it's water.
Yeah, it doesn't look like water when you
No,
jumped. I was like,
it
what
didn't.
the fuck is this?
It's purple crap.
Oh, that
You
mural,
get
that little
heat
mural
off
of
by,
Neltharian's cool there.
Did they say to calm down?
Yeah, it just
Yeah, just jump, Liam.
Okay.
Okay, the camera bugs out.
You can see shit.
Yeah, my camera's glitching.
Yeah, that's what I had. It goes through the wall isn't
Yeah,
solid.
that's so freaky.
You can swim. You can't swim to the bottom. That's disappointing.
Boo.
Everybody jumping in the shadow, into the shadow pool.
It's a candle.
Hey, look, it's a blueberry slake you got.
Ow, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Doesn't hurt that much.
Oh, mine just says absorb, absorb, absorb.
Just breathe,
really?
it'll expand.
Breathe underwater?
I love how awesome their mobs look.
Maybe we will get that as a Warlock pet customization for our blueberries.
Oh, maybe.
Wink, wink. Ian Hasacostas, I know you're listening.
Yeah. He frequently drops by mine.
Okay, big purple circle doesn't know what it does, but I'll go out of the way.
Have a look. What does it do?
They're spreading
Doesn't
the
fit.
disease.
Don't look at the DKs.
It was the priest.
He really was not.
Well,
They are shadow creatures, so they are part
well,
of your friends.
in the next fight, there's gonna be a lot of void stuff involved. So
Yay, 100%
Wait.
inventory.
Are we going to have tentacles again?
no, it's gonna be very compatible to the tentacle fight.
Oh boy.
But no
Is it
tentacles.
balls?
Oh, there's so
No,
much
it's
shit.
it's transitioning into other zones and stuff, and getting and willingly taking debuffs.
Oh, here are balls. Don't
What?
worry, we'll unwillingly take the debuffs.
Oh well, you're then basically you'll have no DPS.
Okay, that's good. I can use that as an excuse.
Oh, so you get, if you get corner, you get less haste. Ah. That's good to know.
Balls!
Goodness gracious! Great
Don't
balls
be
of
balls.
shadow.
Fun.
I'm gonna say not trade balls of fire in this game.
Is
Are you
this
sure these aren't priests?
Is this a single target fight or a
Single target. Well, there is one phase with
Is it- it's so
3
long,
ads,
this
but the majority of the fight is single target.
There he is.
Is there a lot of movement?
Definitely.
Ah,
Okay, staying with lower C than stampeding roar.
Is there any visible all around here? No. I bet it doesn't.
No. Because on heroic you can get knocked off. There is no invisible wall. The question is, will the gnome make the jump?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm watching.
no,
Catch
Bill! You can do it!
catch me!
Marlowe, save him!
There you go.
Guys, like watching a kid try and jump into the pool for the first time.
I want to go back up. Why can't? The scary
Okay,
face.
so it's a 3-stage fight. First stage is a bit like Sire Denatrius. Essentially, the important part of the fight is that at a certain point in time he does a cast which looks like a roar and does a knockback, and everybody gets a debuff, like on Sire. And like on Sire, he will do various attacks that need to be soaked by people in the raid to get clear of the debuff. And like with Sire, if you get hit by it, you do massive raid damage, so not everybody can clear at once. The abilities that you can use to clear debuff are a sexy line ability. I think two people get a blue arrow over their head, and you can just stand in the sexy line and get hit by the sexy line and then get the debuff cleared. And a conic fire blast that he does. You only take those. To be honest, you only take that damage when you want to clear debuff. So technically, I would say group 1 and 2 clear first, group 3 and 4 clear second. They are not really clear on, let's say, most skills that I've seen basically is with half the raid clearing and then half the raid clearing second. So that's the key part of phase 1. Then when he transitions from phase 1 into phase 2 and gains more void energy, because he basically goes evil void master at the end, you'll get the more let's say interesting part of the fight. First of all, you'll get 10 stacks of a debuff, which will send you in the shadow realm, void realm. Remember that fight with that boss before Ashara? That stage 2 is similar to that one. You get 10 stacks of the void ability, shadow ability, then you get transported to the other realm. In the other realm, you'll see small flames. Run through those, and you'll get haste buffs. So you'll get more deeps, like in the shadow realm of that other fight before Ashara. But you have only 20 seconds. If you're longer than 20 seconds in that realm, you're dead. So you
die.
watch the debuff countdown and make sure that you get 3 of your soul segments back, which are like bigger flames on the floor, bigger circles. Catch 3 of those, and you'll be back. Transitioning from phase 1 to phase 2 also means he does a big cast that does a lot of damage. So technically, a tank will want to immediately get their 3 souls together to interrupt the cast, while everybody else tries to get as much haste as they can and then use their 3 soul segments to get back. Now, that next phase of the fight,
So
he will
everyone
drop
gets-
shadow bombs. You can just, as far as I understand, you can pick those up by running over them. You see 2 things. One is purple orbs on the floor with a very big circle across them. Stand in those and you get void damage. Now, the entire mechanic of the fight revolves around if you take void damage, you get stacks of the debuff. If you get 10 stacks of the debuff, you go into the shadow realm. The way you use
Die.
this is either, but that means you're, let's say, X amount of seconds in the shadow realm. So either you use those to get more haste stacks if you want to, or if you, and you have to do that, is when there is a void bomb, you pick up the bomb, you wait for about 10 seconds, because the void bomb timer is about 20 seconds. You pick up the void bomb,
But little
you
did
make
he know
sure you
that this was
wait a
the
bit,
right
then you
flash fight.
stand into the shadow zone, which will basically give you 10 stacks, and then you transport into the shadow, in the purple shit on the floor, and then you transport in the shadow zone. You let the bomb explode there, get some haste buff, and then take your 3 soul segments and get back up. That will happen on a rotationary phase, which is the majority of that. Let's say that's the majority. The rest of the thing is just dodge shit and
I watched this fight,
avoid
but it
shit.
was so long that
The
my brain
key
just.
part there is more for the tanks. In phase 1, you get a smash in the face, and normally you get a smash in the face, and if I recall correctly, it's also already in phase 1, you get a dot on you. Now
Oh, the
you
one that
remember
explodes.
Yeah, the one that explodes. Remember, like on Razaghet, the damage done by with Razaghet blasted you in the face, the damage that was unmitigated would be mirrored on the raid. Same for this one, except it's the magic component that gets mirrored on the raid. So if you get hit by the physical damage and then you get a dot on you, it's the amount of damage that the dot ticks through on you. Even if you're healed, it's just the amount of damage taken by the dot that will be mirrored onto the raid. So kind of want to use some defensives there against that ability.
Should we move out of the group with that?
Yes, you have to move out of the group. There is a trick to it as well, that in phase 2, because I think in phase 1 it doesn't do the big boom, so you're good. In phase 2, there is a trick that you can try. I haven't seen tanks do it, but you can try. Basically, is to, when you get the dot on you, you try to take as much shadow damage as you can before the dot expires.
Okay,
Make sure
oh,
you're
what?
full HP, but I think that's a lot of coordination, to be honest, because then the healers have to top you up
Yeah, I
permanently.
think the video
And
that I
then
saw was
you
like
take 10
8
stacks,
minutes.
go into the shadow realm, let a dot expire there and explode, and then go back to the real realm. That's the
Okay.
pro strat. That's basically the because each time you're in the shadow realm, all damage you do in the shadow realm or all damage done in this realm into the shadow realm is void. So anyway, you're in anytime you're in the shadow realm, you can't get hit by any. The 2 realms don't hit each other essentially. So that's the trick for that one. That's phase 2. And then if we get through that gloriously, we'll go into phase 3, where he goes into his final form. And essentially, you'll get those same overlapping mechanics, meaning you'll get the tank ability with
That we
the dot
might
that
have
does
actually.
boom.
Depends
You
how
get the
long we
bombs
take.
that need to be transported into the other realms. You'll get little swirlies that'll bomb the room. Essentially, getting hit by those little swirlies will mean you get 5 stacks of the debuff. Now, one note on that debuff, in stage 1 and stage 2 is the higher your debuff stacks are, the more dot damage you take during the fight. So as long as you're let's say, as long as you're low stacks, you can stay up, but the minute you go to 5-6 stacks, you actually want to actively look out for more shadow damage, so you can get into the other realm, clear your stacks, and get back up, and get the haste debuff and whatever. Then in that stage 3, he'll also put rocks on the floor, and
Everybody do the
those rocks will
dinosaur.
be used for a dodge mechanic. So there will be a glowing eye, remember, same effect as the boss in Before Ashara, and that will do a raid-wide AoE. You can only dodge that AoE by standing behind the rocks. Tricky part is, the more rocks that are up during that raid-wide AoE, the more raid-wide AoE there is. So you have
Gotta
to
go,
use
boom!
a soak mechanic. When
Boom.
somebody gets a very big purple swirly on their ass, they put themselves next to the rocks so that when people soak it, they blow up the rocks. Then, as far as I know, no, Kit, you can't bait rocks. Then there is one final mechanical ability, which is also, again, similar to the tentacle fight before Ashara, with the big slams where you have to look around where the eye would pop up and where the tentacle will slam. In this case, there will be eyes spawning around the room, 1 or 2, I think, and people will get a marker on them with a massive beam. You take that beam outside of the raid, please. And that's it.
It's always
And that's
balls.
gonna be it. And then
Always
we'll have
fucking
to
balls.
just learn the fight as we go.
Just that?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, I had to compose this myself because literally there are barely
Yeah,
any
that's
guides
it.
on this fight. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. I watched a video when I came home. What the fuck?
Emotional damage. Actually made a video of
gotta
it, which
be a
is
lot of
Kalani.
that.
But actually, if you want to watch the Kalani video, you also want to watch another video because Kalani doesn't explain all the abilities. Anyway, that's
I
it.
like the floor design though.
Well, you're gonna like the design much more in phase 3. But yeah, let's give it a bash and see where we end up.
Alright.
All
Probably
right.
have to see.
Let's see. Just a new intellect buff and a new attack power buff, and I'll need to flask.
Did you lose your flask? Oh shit. I did lose
It's
my
expired.
flask.
And then,
Oh.
yeah. Young father, can you do the intellect thingamajig, please? Press the Meiji button, which says Arcane Intellect. Assuming he's there, I think he fell asleep. Too long explanations, I guess.
Drag on to a different channel and use the air horn thingy.
It's bedtime stories by T.
Yeah. It didn't take that long, to be honest. You haven't met the previous raid lead, the first raid lead of this guild.
Stu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try having an explanation of that.
Oh boy.
I don't know, I think the first time I faced Kel'Thuzad, the explanation was just as long, and that thing has like 3 mechanics.
Did we lose him? It says he's away.
No. Or we can just try to fight without young father for a sec.
That's weird.
Yeah, maybe he will come back eventually.
Oh, he's moving.
There he is.
Is he moving? Okay, young father. Hello, welcome back to the Arcane Intellect buff, and then we can go. Good.
Gary.
Yeah, by the way, so those shadow bomb things, that's kind of like a raid's
5,
personal responsibility to pick
3,
those up and get those in the other realm.
1.
Beware.
And then dodge those, that's just boom boom. And that's one of his funky raid-wide AoE damages. Nothing to do against that except heal through it, which is glorious. That's a debuff. So essentially, people that get an arrow mass disintegrate. 1 and 2 try to get hit by spur in the line. Get in line with the thing. Don't move the arrows. Just don't move them. Yeah. So that breath as well was a clearer. Everybody else that still has the debuff. So that's Raula, Misty, Lumi, Kitter, an entire team of 2 and 4. Try to get with the next. So this one, arrows, just get in line with them. Just spread them out.
Is it the red beam or what is it? Because I'm not seeing any arrows.
Both of them. The purple beam and the red beam.
Ah, I thought that
Both
was a
of them.
killer ability.
I'm confused.
So everybody should be clear now, yeah. And this is a hero on last phase, right? And I can understand why people are saying that you need one more healer for it. Just arrows now, just don't get hit by them. Just let one person get hit by them. You see the... yeah. Since we're all done. And this is the moment where... so this is phase 1 and... Norm? Yeah, that's way too much damage. So we're getting into the 10 stack. Can't do anything. Basically, just just your soul is split in 3. Collect some orbs if you can. You see on the minimap your time 20 seconds. One tank should go out and get their stuff.
Beware.
An interrupt.
Beware.
Okay, those swirlies get out. They'll leave the purple marks. And then out the bomb. So you use those, you pick up a bomb, get the stacks, and by standing in those double swirls, and then you get transported here to get the bombs to go off the edge. So Scorp has a bomb, and I think Matt has a bomb. So just stay in the other realm until your bomb expires. That's why it's kind of crucial to make sure you're in the you have some time left to get out. Okay, Matt, your Scorp, you're clear.
Beware.
Dodge the breath. Kill the ads. The ads are a priority target here.
Beware.
Because they need to be CC'd because they will do raid wide AoE, and after a while they stop doing they will become immune to this CC. Trying to explain this while healing this raid. Interesting. Get out of the circle. New bombs. Just don't go immediately because you'll have the time to get the debuff off you before, and then you'll die on the inside. Just wait a bit. Okay, Matt, go in. Right. This will be phase
3?
3? Yeah. This is phase 3. Just get out of the... that was tank buster. That's fine. Phase 3. Get out of that. Forgot about that one. To mention that one, that's basically just the big circle of doom. Kill the ads. Those are big purpose will be the walls that are spawning behind us. Just massively kill the ads. Okay. Circle, big circle, stack with that, and not with the raid, with the pillars, and with the raid. So everybody in that thing is basically blowing up the pillar. And the bombs need to be, yeah. The trick with the bombs, yeah, the bombs exploded. So this is now this is the final ability. So the trick with the bombs in this fight, part of the fight, is you pick up the bomb and you get hit by the little swirlies the entire time. And then you will not, then you put the bomb in the other side.
That was not bad.
But hey,
no?
that's
That's
quick
not a
down of
bad
the
pull.
oh, that's not a bad pull.
What do I do inside this realm?
What?
I was inside of
I wasn't that.
another realm with
Yes.
little orbs.
Yes, and like I said, so those in that little realm, you get a haste buff by picking up the little bomb, the little flames, and you get out of it again by picking up the 3 big flames. When you get in,
Okay.
your soul gets split into 3 pieces. Collect those 3 pieces, and you're out again.
Okay, and how many
And-
little orbs or flames do I need to get?
Yeah, normally there should be little flames to pick up. That's the mechanic of the fight essentially. So the little flames give you haste, and
there
the
was a
3 big
lot
flames
going
send
on.
you back to the
Okay.
main realm.
Thank you.
But people,
Nice
like I said,
advance.
the thing is you have to do it within 20 seconds, because otherwise you're dead. You die in that realm if you're longer in there than 20 seconds normally.
Okay.
First stage of this fight is healing hell. I can tell that. It's a lot of damage going out. And that's what I understood from the people that did it as well. It's the first stage is essentially, yeah, a lot.
Here when he started looking like a piece of shit. I like Art's explanation.
Yes, hero when he starts to look like a piece of shit. Yeah, that's in phase 3.
Oh, there's a Jeeves up if people need that.
Thank you.
Seemed alright though.
And that lasted 5 minutes and 47 seconds.
Was yeah, 30 something percent.
Yeah.
90? How'd she die?
I don't know what it
I pressed the wrong button.
Intellect buff and evoker buff. Thank you. Alright, let's try this again.
5,
Definitely not a
4,
bad pull.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
I'm tranking this, just no healer cooldowns. I'm just gonna get us through this with a trank normally. And convoking now, which is fine. And flourishing. There we go. That should make sure that nobody needs their healer cooldowns except me. Like 1 and 2 get hit by the beam. Or by the breath, one of 2. The breath leads to the spellable dot. Kit, can you dismass the spell the raid if you see it? I think, yeah, good. Okay, so 3 and 4, you get either hit by the breath or either get hit by the line. That's the line. Okay, miss, you still have to get hit.
Oh, I.
Beware. Beware.
Breath, get in that breath. That's for a miss to get, not for everybody else. Miss still has a deep, which means you might die. Miss.
No,
Or get
Liam
hit
has
by
to
that
be.
beam. Get hit by the line. Get hit by that line. Get hit by the line. Good.
Okay.
Beware.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. So if a healer has a cooldown, use it. Good. And now we're gonna get sent to the other realm. Okay, so you see your soul getting split into 3, and then basically just get some stacks of the other stuff. ideal scenarios, you get 10 stacks, but and the tank just goes out. The tank goes out to get to the end. Going.
Beware.
Adds to kill.
Beware.
And those big swirly pools, don't be in those unless you have a bomb. Use them for clearing a bomb. Okay, that's on the tank. That seems to go pretty quick, actually.
Beware.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. Add.
Beware.
Watch for the puddles now.
Beware.
Bombs. Apparently picked one up.
Beware.
Dodge.
Oh, get away from me!
That's fine. Transition into final form. Yeah, just I think that because this is gonna go stage 3. I think we wait until the big boom happens and then we can hear. I mean, he's gonna go big boom now. Gonna anyway knock us back, but there's no point in doing much DPS here. And I think he's gonna do the big blast on the floor. There you go. Just after this one, we stack the ads and nuke. Go hero, time warp, bloodlust, anything. That's the soak that you need to do on the pillars. Get that circle on the pillars with the raid group. Good. Nah, don't think if everybody was in that soak. Use a soulstone. Okay, and this is the effect you have to. So you see the pillars need to be behind the lines. I think a bomb off as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I was soaking and then it said bomb on you and I tried to move out and it went boom.
Yeah, yeah.
Guess that's called embrace of nothingness.
The bomb? Oh no, the
They're getting
ability we just had, the
consistency
thing now.
Now the thing that killed me was called embrace of nothingness,
Oh, okay.
which makes me feel useless.
What would happen if Odd dies in that realm and I live in this realm? Will I stay alive? Nope.
Nope.
No, okay,
Oh,
I'll
that's a
release.
shame.
I
You
think
can
we can take
use
a
the
break.
crystal.
Yeah. Oh, we can use the crystal
Yeah,
back?
yeah, use
Oh,
the
that's
crystal to
good.
get
Yeah.
back. Just talk
Okay,
to the guy
I'll,
to repair your gear and all the things, and then we can go back there, use the crystal, and we'll do a break.
Sniff a little crystal meth.
And go see people swimming in the puddle. Actually, it's nice. That's nice water effects there.
Where's the gear upgrade guy?
It's the repair guy, I think, or he's next to him.
Yeah, on stage 3. Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot
it's
to
a
mention that. It's a
frontal
cleave.
cone.
It's a cone and a cleave. Yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't a guy up here for it.
Is there? I'm sure someone saw him last night.
Ooh, I DC'd. I was
Was
swimming
it
in
jumping
the.
over the thing?
I was
Oh,
jumping
it
over the thing and I DC'd. I was doing the puddle thing.
Alright, I'll be back after the break.
Well, Liam looks like he's in danger.
Alright, we back. I'm gonna check his back. I'll put up some food.
Has anybody tested out if this wall is solid yet?
No, what?
Would have been fun if they made it so that you could spread the fire on the druid tree onto the next druid.
Wow.
It would just be fun if you would have the fire and then just run into people and then see their hair starting to burn.
Yeah.
And yes, I jumped off Siggy by mistake.
Okay, so there is no wall. Good to know.
It's funny how the
Definitely
fire
not.
for how the fire for me and Chickies just keeps on going.
This is how we will defeat the boss, you guys. With
We
burning
will
trees.
burn it. We're burning trees. We're just gonna
Yep.
poke him with burning pieces of wood.
Yep.
But then he would definitely have shadow flame powers.
Oh no. Are we just missing Mara? I think so.
I'm curious. I'm just wondering if and just gonna let the cozy fire debuff wear off. My buff. I'm just wondering if it will refresh now that I'm standing next to Chickies. No, it doesn't. Chickies isn't the cozy fire. Yeah, it's linked to the cozy fire buff, as long as you're... There we go. Right.
I think Marmor's still okay.
So what I will do is, just for Mess and Misty to know, I'll pop my cooldowns in sequence on the first very big AoE moment there, and that should cover it. Basically, I have a sequence to go through. If you see that it's lacking, you can always use something, but I expect that should work. And then we basically have burned my cooldowns, but then afterwards it should be manageable, I think. Except on that second section, on that the other one.
How many steps does your sequence have?
1 Trank, 2 Convoke, 3 Flourish, so 3 steps in sequence. But
Too many.
Each is basically a raid-wide healing CD.
Okay.
So there is no gap in healing at that point in time.
Okay.
One just boosts the other.
Proper check.
Gold.
Everyone's good? Just kill it.
Such a tiny boss compared to the previous one.
Yeah.
2, 1.
His bite is worse than his bar.
True.
Okay, I'm just doing my thing. That's my thing. Dumb.
Do I have the thing on there?
1 and 2, find the line.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Okay. Next is for 3 and 4.
Nasty.
3 and 4, find the line. Just dodge everything from now on. Everybody's clear. And get away from the AoE. Touch the lines, except for the people that get them.
Beware.
AoE, and now if another healer can use their cooldown.
Or
Such potent energy here. For those strong enough to seize it.
Oh, Jesus.
Endless dark and despair. Within the scale of the universe, you are beware.
Touch your breath. Kill the ants.
Beware. Beware.
Bombs up. Remember, you can wait a bit before running in because of the effect.
I'm running.
And if you're in the other realm, try to pick up. Touch your breath. Try to pick up your haste stacks. Okay, ads are up.
Beware.
Move boss. And ads.
Beware.
Wobbles.
Like I said, you can keep them lying around a bit before you run in. Or DPS. Right. Just get in with the bombs, because otherwise you will... You don't want to explode in the rate with those. Clear your stuff. Right, everybody out that. Don't get up yet, unless you have to, because you got the boom. Right. Ads are up, hero. That's a soak with the pillars.
Beware.
That one bomb went off. Dead. Yeah, we need to have at least one pillar up, because we can't destroy them all, because otherwise you don't have any protection from the line. So what you want to do is also, just as a thing we need to learn, is we have to tank the boss close to the pillars, so that when we want to move, that we can easily get behind the pillars when that event happens. Let's say this. There you go.
No,
Those
I
are
got
the
one.
beams, by the way. We haven't seen those yet, so.
my
All the
god.
fun stuff is at the end.
It's a bit
Don't
hectic.
release.
When it comes to the soak with the pillars, is the player that has the circle around them gets the bomb or what?
No. The soak with the pillars is basically you get the boss just does a massive AoE on you. So it's the soak, but you do not get the bomb because you will not go into the other realm.
I got the bomb.
On top, then.
Yeah, straight after I had gotten rid of the thingy, I got the bomb on me.
Okay, well then you basically take stacks and then get into the other realm. So taking stacks in that phase is basically standing on little swirlies. Two
And
little swirlies and
also
you're out.
from standing in the pool that spawns after the...
Yeah, true. The quickest way is, I think, taking the little bombs, little swirlies. Okay, we need a refresh on some people when they're back on the buffs.
Rebuff.
No, just okay. We're good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
I'm doing my thing, but it's delayed. Because we had the bomb right on top of it. 1 and 2 try to clear. Three and 4. The beam starts from his shadow apparition image, so just you can use that as a reference point.
Beware. Beware.
This tank is on fire.
Don't get hit by those, except everybody's clear, so.
Night, Morello. Have a good one.
Gonna do one cooldown for me, but we'll need another cooldown.
Have your budge.
Yeah.
Such potent energy here for those strong enough to seize it.
Thank you.
Endless dark and despair.
As a reference, you can only get max 10 stacks.
Gosh, I thought that I was
Beware.
Get back up.
Yeah.
Beware.
The ads.
Beware.
Bombs are gonna go up. Liam en chickies up.
Beware.
Touch. That's alright.
Beware. Beware.
Bombs are incoming. He's gonna do his transition, so just try and clear the bombs. Wait for his big circle.
Beware.
And then hero, kill the ads, and try to tank him a bit closer toward the pillars, so that we can all soak the bomb. Take a side.
Okay,
Watch out with the B.
Beware.
Remember the soak? Yeah. Okay, get out.
So much for your destiny.
Ooh, fuck.
Oh shit.
I think that was a bomb that went off. Let me see the recap.
Yeah, it was a bomb.
I think I got a mistake.
Ah, yeah, I'm in the other realm. Fuck.
Oh,
I got.
what are you doing there?
Yeah, no, I got 10 stacks.
Mystic and Raz.
Yeah, I'm sticking to the race.
Thanks, Missy. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so if in that overlap phase, when you get the beams also spawn. So the people that get the beams on them don't go soak because you don't want those beams going through the raids.
All of them at once. At once.
Buff young father, and same goes for Scorp when he's back. There we go.
Just missing that.
Matt's still AFK. Guess what? Eating? I don't know. There he is. He's moving.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
I'm doing my thing for the moment.
Seriously?
One and two try to clear. Three and four. Try to clear.
Beware. Beware.
Touch all the shit now. I have the impression the bombs are going for the range, so they can be baited.
That might have been me.
Something went in the group
That
there.
might have been me. I had 2 stacks.
Could be. Oh, so it might do a little boom then.
Beware.
I don't have any CDs.
Why am I stunned?
Such potent energy here. For those strong enough to seize it. Your bodies will linger in the nothing beyond stars. Within the scale of the universe, you are. Beware.
Watch out.
Beware.
Expect bombs.
Beware.
I guess that it was a bomb that went off, I think. In the raid.
Oh, really?
Beware. Bend to me and beware.
Maybe we should reset.
Yeah.
You cannot deny my rule. Beware.
Got the bomb!
Beware.
Oh, of course.
Grant me your strength.
Art has the bomb. Get to the center, away from Art. And out. That was a nice moment for the camera to bug out.
Oh
No, there's
no.
a thing in the top that bugs out your camera.
Yeah. Big circle, try to get to a side of pillars, yeah.
Beware.
People soak with that. Okay. You get into the realm, just use the whatever you can and get out of it. There's 2 bombs, that's gonna... shit. Yeah.
I'm in the Shadow Realm.
I took the 1 bomb.
And I got out the Shadow Realm because I missed one of the things.
You got booped?
That was my bad.
Oh, okay.
Aberrus.
Well, if you can, if the Scorp dies quickly... Ah, shit, no. Apparently the last portal disappears even if I have time left. Okay, so on that phase, there is clearly an overlap between the AoE and the bomb. So I just took a bomb and went into the other realm. It just makes sure I had enough stacks. Because otherwise that will blow up onto the raid, which isn't, yeah, not really the idea. But yeah, they fall up really quickly. It's the explosion and the bombs.
Oh, I didn't. That's weird.
Maybe start on, let's say, this right-hand side of the platform, and so people are a bit more clustered here, so that we can just and that we can get the fire more in the back and then move ahead. Because these bombs, see, they target. The problem with that first stage is we get the bombs and they see they do a massive boom. Okay, 1 and 2.
Beware.
Okay, 3 and 4, except for Sarili.
Beware. Beware.
think you want to move the boss kind of like a bit further away from that, because those bombs explode after a while, and I'm wondering if we should soak. I think we should soak. Curious. I think that's the reason why we're getting so much rate-wide damage in the first stage. Let me check that.
You're not soaked?
Yeah, because we're not soaking. We're moving.
Okay.
I think I'll have to relook that. If we don't kill him now. I think that's the reason why we're chaining so many cooldowns.
It does look like the piss from the dog. So, soak.
Should get her up after.
Darkness hides such delicious knowledge. Within the scale of the universe, you are beware. Beware. Beware.
Oh, did we use it already? That's...
Beware. Beware.
That's weird.
Beware. Beware. I will make the world real. Stars fall upon you. Witness my ascension. Beware.
Soak is up.
Beware.
Yeah, and there is the over. That was one of the balls going straight to the raid. So yeah, there is a triple overlap there. There is a bomb, there is a soak, and there's the beams on people. And one of those beams just literally went through the raid.
Oh.
And so yeah, Ziggy, if you have that bomb on you, what you want to do in this phase is run into
the purple shit. Yeah.
Got res.
Ah, I got booped.
All the boop.
Pretty close though.
Shadow meld
Pretty
worked
close.
for chickies. To find the spot there.
Yeah, I'm sure we can have a repair bot or something up.
Yeah, I'll put one up.
Thanks, Misty. There's Jeeves.
Ah, fucking moron.
What did you do?
Is Jeeves a fucking moron? Okay.
No, I clicked let's party instead of
Oh.
anybody else have repair bot? Because this is
Oh,
just
yeah.
like Tron.
Told you up.
Oh, it's a really put one up.
Okay.
So thank you.
Hold on for a sec.
Okay. Oh, you're looking up the thing?
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing with the
Okay.
bomb. Because okay, so boss will place bombs, pulsing damage. They will erupt. Apparently, okay. Apparently, you can't. You can't soak them.
But they do seem to go on range, so if maybe we stand further back, it's a pulsing thing.
The pulsing thing, yes, but the pulsing thing is 10 yards, so that you have to get out of. That you can actually do.
Okay.
The boom is unlimited range.
Ah, okay. Never mind that.
Okay, so you just have to make sure you're out of the pulsing zone. But there is nothing with soaks mentioned. I just looked at the guides and I looked at the.
But I guess having a ranged group helps them being further away anyway.
Yeah. I think they used to be a soak, because I've seen videos where they mentioned soaking.
Maybe it's a rogue or mythic thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good to pull.
My mess was away. Is she back?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. It's not a long fight. It's an intense fight,
I
though.
thought it was longer, but not fully there yet.
I think they said, you know what? Let's not make it a 10-minute fight. Let's put all the tactics of a 10-minute fight in a 5-minute fight. 6-minute fight.
Yes.
Beware. Beware. Your resistance weakens.
1 and 2.
Beware.
Oh shit. I missed apparently. Okay, 3 and 4 and whatever remains of 1 and 2, I guess.
Beware. Beware.
Bomb, where's the other bomb?
Don't get by shit. Misty still needs a clear.
And Shu as well.
Yeah. Get a clear Misty and Shadow. Get in line.
Beware.
And whatever defensives you have now, use them.
Such potent energy here. For those strong enough to seize it. Gaze into the endless dark and despair. Within the scale of the universe, you are beware.
Touch the breath. Kill the ants.
Beware. Beware.
Bombs incoming. Dodge the breath.
Beware. Beware.
Yeah, just see the bomb is like 15 seconds. Stand in a circle and get the stacks. Could have time. It used to be 20.
Beware.
Don't kill all the pillars on the side. So watch out. So the blue beams don't go to the raids. Okay, that's the soak. People with bomb. Just get in. Yeah, no.
What killed us?
The bomb. When the bomb goes off, you get a boatload of stacks on you. It's a dot that you get. Void Surge. It's 50k per tick, and it's every second. It's 50k per second.
And what we do to avoid it?
Get the bomb into the other realm. Don't let it detonate. And I think Jess by accident picked up a bomb, and I think she died. And then by dying, the bomb went boom.
I got killed by a Void Blast.
Yeah, the Void Blast is the big beam. So that's what I said. That's what I said. You get a big blue arrow over your head at that stage. If that's the case, you move out the group because you'll have a beam coming from the side towards you. And that just, in this case, the beam went to the group. Like I said, pretty convoluted fight.
There's a lot. Not too complicated compared to other fights we've done, though. I mean, compared to, like, Rastigat and shit like that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware. Your resistance weakens.
Alright, 1 and 2, try and get a beam. Three and 4. Try to get a beam. Okay, everybody's clear, just dodge it now.
Beware. Beware.
Why am I so fucking slow?
Yeah, so that dot from 5, if we all keep stacked, then Kitter can master spell that from the bomb. Watch the beams.
Beware.
I'm wondering.
The darkness bends to me. Darkness hides such delicious knowledge. Within the scale of the universe, beware. Beware. Beware.
Void bombs.
Motherfucker still storms in the back.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Alright, if a tank, get out of the group. Get the bombs out immediately. Just go in the things, and if you stand in 2 pillars at once, you get double stacks. And out of that.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah. My bad there.
Bomb, I guess, because
Yes,
yeah,
it
that's
didn't
the
go
bombs.
off yet. Yes, it didn't go off yet, and I left the realm because I'm a fucking moron. I'm not gonna pick up any more bombs.
No, you were doing fine. You were
No.
doing fine before, and now, well, you muck up one. Well, boo-hoo you, eh?
We are
Cry
allowed
me a
to make
river.
mistakes.
Suck it up, Buttercup, and do it again.
Okay. I need to have more patience. I felt like, oh, normally it's gone by now, but because I didn't do the waiting thing, oh well.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, so you can see that those stacks
I
from
don't know
those
if I
bombs,
got
they're
it.
just absolute murder.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got you.
Miss Goddess
Unless
and
it's-
Misty's there, so.
Okay.
When
Sorry,
we have
guys.
the, it's okay. When we have the black hole on us, do we need help soaking that, or it's okay going by ourselves?
No. You just. Oh no, the big thing, the big swirly thing.
Yeah, it said black hole or
Let me
something
see.
like
Yeah,
that.
everybody, the guide said soak, but let me just check if it's actually a big, if it's so.
No, it
doesn't
was
need
from
essential.
Ziggy.
Essential. Embrace of nothingness. Okay. Yeah, you need to soak it because it inflicts 1.8 million damage.
Okay, I used
Unless you
bubble.
bubble.
So use bubble to do
Yeah,
it.
I used it, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, 1.8 million. That is pretty much you want to raid in there normally.
Which ability is that?
The big swirly shit that you need to put on the
Oh,
rocks.
that one. Okay.
Yeah.
You
That's
need to
1.8
put where?
million. You on the rocks.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because you want the thing is you want to have
Get it.
some pillars available because otherwise you can't avoid the mechanic of the when it does the massive AoE. You see those blue lines coming over the floor. So you need to be behind. You need to be behind the pillars, but the more pillars are up, the more AoE that ability generates. So you have to have a minimal amount of pillars up.
Okay.
It's not like they want to make it easy.
Mhm.
So before you pull, let me just check one last thing.
Okay.
So Yeah, wait, 20 seconds. So Void Bomb by default lasts as long as the time you need you have in the realm, but technically you pick it up and you still have to take stacks. So there is the amount of stack time you need that basically gives you an offset. So technically you can take the bomb and stand in the things, and then you have like 8 seconds left, most likely, or maybe 6 seconds left before you can then leave the realm. And then the bomb will go off in the realm. But yeah, the bomb needs to go off in the realm.
I think I learned.
You did?
I think we all learned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
En stack. Stack now, stack. Get er mouse spell the group. Good.
Beware.
Alright, 1 and 2 take lines.
Oh god.
That was more than 1 and 2. No. Yeah, it was 3 people from 3 and 4 as well. It's fine. We got better to that first phase because of with the master spell trick. So. Right, 3 and 4 arrows. And everybody except Liam is clear. So Liam, take a fire breath to the
You're
face
not.
or whatever. Oh, he's clear now. No. Try to be stacked for when the bombs go. Now we can. If we have another master spell in this time frame, I don't know. How
Don't
quick that
forget to
goes.
clean
Yep.
Okay, good. That's good. Saves on the mana. Mass, the spell, that thing just, yeah, don't get hit. Except for the people with the arrows.
And Yutzi. Don't forget.
Oh, fuck's sake, I'm forgetting myself. I'm stunned, so that means I'll die most likely. I thought I cleared mine.
I did
whatever.
say.
Just heal me a bit. I didn't hear you there, Matt. I was wondering what you were saying. And I'm good. I'm out of the stun. Oh well. Oh, that was cool. I got the bomb on me as well.
Within the scale of the universe, you are
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Wait, bomb.
Beware. Beware.
That's. Right, bombs. And out.
Beware.
Okay, that's an immunity or a soak. That's a bomb on me. Just have to go out now. Shit, didn't get enough stacks on me. Yeah, couldn't get enough stacks on me to get out in time. And I was standing in all the purple goo. I have a soul
Fine.
stone.
It didn't hurt. It's fine.
It didn't hurt at all. Don't
I lived. I lived.
I think
let's go.
235k damage hurts, at least for me.
It's your dress, Siggy. You need better gear.
I know.
I see. We're doing last pull?
Yeah, one last pull and then we're calling it.
I'm kind of wondering if someone that soaks is in one of the that is soaking the big thing should be one that picks up a bomb. Because you pretty much get 6 stacks from it.
Jeez.
That's probably why everybody should be soaking anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it's, I think, 2 hits by the swirlies and you get in.
Maybe.
Yeah. Waiting for Art to say what the thing is.
Yeah.
Can wait.
Yeah. There's no marks in this fight, is there?
No.
Doesn't it mark the ads?
Yeah.
I think it does.
It
Oh,
does.
Let me see. Let's see what but they're not. They're only 4 ads, so there should be a.
There are 5 ads.
Yeah, just so
Even-
people don't
ah,
suck
well,
on us.
yeah, no, it's all. It's all
Ah,
icons
really?
are used. Yeah, all icons are used.
Okay. Okay.
Sidwee needs to wee.
Be there now.
So essentially, we can't stack with the tanks on that last stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Are you winning, son?
I don't think so.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Okay, stack. So that we can get the master spell going when you have the second stack of the bomb on us. So now. Beams.
Beware.
One beam here, one beam there.
3 and 4.
I think it's only Liam now.
Beware.
Okay. Touch it. Yeah, it was only them. Just keep stacked so that we can clear when they go. Then Kitty can do master spell.
I don't
Kitty
think
master
it's a
spell.
magic effect.
No, it is. See, it's gone.
Yeah, but
It's on the that's on the really short time of the magic ones. If it, the from the breath debuff, the bombs isn't dispellable.
From
Beware.
So if you stand in his scorching breath, you get a magic debuff. But
Yeah.
normally, the bomb isn't one.
it's weird because from what I can tell, each time that Kitty does it, it's gone and it doesn't.
Yeah, because it's on a really short timer.
Okay.
4 seconds.
Oh, it was useful.
You can keep doing it if you want to.
Within the scale of the universe, you are
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Avoid bombs. Matt has one. And Kitter has one.
I have none.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Bombs. They're in the group. Scorp has. There's one behind the thing there.
Picking it up, going into the thing.
Okay. Something went wrong. Oh no.
What happened?
That's fine. Now we got
Beware.
I see stacks of oblivion on some people. Maybe that was because of the tank boom. I don't know. So don't stand with the tanks. That's the soak thing. But if you have the beam on you, get out.
Bloody hell.
Many is still left alive.
Beware.
Watch out with the beams now.
Beware.
Funny.
Try to find something lined behind the pillar. That's a stack thing. I'll just get in the group. Just avoid. There we go.
So fucking
I
close.
think the best trick for us.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Beware.
literally just take the soak. Just don't care about the soaks with the pillars. I have the impression that's manageable, the pillars. And we just
Beware.
let things go the way they go.
I'm noticing that the 2 bombs that spawn in one spot in the last phase. So the
Yeah.
person that's standing on it will take it, and then another one spawns right on top of it.
Yeah, soak with me. Use the defensive.
Interrupt.
Oh. Ah, the ads did the boom as well, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and we don't really have much lines to go through. Ooh, okay. Thought the lines were
Oh, no,
gone.
I got booped.
Okay. No, so I think the best, given from how far we got now, I think the best trick will be to just soak the bomb with the rate and don't destroy pillars. I have the impression we have the, I think we have the push to do it on the healing front. Maybe
That was-
occasionally kill a pillar, but not really just.
Alright, guys, I'm
Go
up for
for the
tonight.
pillars the
Hope
entire
you have a
time.
good Sunday and good Monday, and whenever I
Okay.
see you
Cheers
next.
for the raid.
Thank you for the raid,
Have a good
guys.
night.
Thank you.
Raid.
Fun.
For the
Sounds good.
raid.